What's up guys? So I saw in my last video that you guys really liked my base design. So in this video I'm going to be covering the raid cost, build cost, everything you could imagine about the base. So let's get straight into on how you build this base design. Okay, so for the starter base you want to start off with a low triangle, not too low, because we have to build other stuff close to it. You want to place a square to the left of it, high up, 2 triangles there, and then we want to cover it all up in walls, ceiling, and just box yourself in with a wooden door like this. We want to place our TC as far back to the wall as you can, because when we place this, if it was here we wouldn't be able to upgrade the ceiling and the foundation later on in the wipe. And then we want to place our sleeping bag and furnace like this in the corner. We want to place our storage box like so, and if you can place one here that would be perfect as well, but this is just for keeping your loot until you're able to gather up some more stone so you can upgrade to the next tier of the base. As you can see, the space is really cheap to make, cheaper than a 2x2 actually, so this is a really good starter base as well. For the next upgrades on the base, you want to place another high foundation next to this one. You want to place a triangle foundation low, and then 2 high up to next to it, and then 3 more like this, walls like so. You want to place 2 door frames like so, and then cover it all up in ceilings. And then if you have the metal frags yet, you can also place your sheet metal door. It's also important that you have some wood on you. Place a small triangle here, down low to the ground, and then upgrade it to stone so you can actually get up in the base. Lastly, we can place the bunker like so. The way you seal your bunker is build a wall, half wall twig like this, and then you can use whatever tree you want to place a ceiling here. As you can see, it's completely sealed up, and the way you open the bunker is spawn inside of your base like so, this bag right here. All you want to do is break this twig wall, and boom, your bunker is open. At this stage of Rust, you probably do want to add honeycomb onto your base. So what we want to do for the honeycomb is go on the outside, and in this gap right next to the kind of circle you have on your base, you want to place a foundation square there, high up in the air, connected to this other foundation. You want to do that all around your base like so, and then when we fly up here, you can, to make this easier, it's much easier to honeycomb if you build up on the roof. Keep in mind this should be twig because it's going to be removed later. And then you want to place your walls like so. It's much easier this way because you don't have to jump and upgrade. You place your walls like so, and then you can just cover it up in ceilings. By this time you probably want to make a hammer and upgrade your ceiling to sheet metal. This is the core foundation. Then you can also add honeycomb onto the ceiling. We also want to add this in because that's the core of the bunker. So we just honeycomb all this, place half walls here. You don't have to, but it's much nicer for the stability. And there you go. That's the first layer of honeycomb done. Then we can destroy this and keep going with our wipe. You should always upgrade the base as much as you can if you have stone laying around. By this time we also probably want to get our tier 2 workbench up. They have added so you can pick up workbenches, but if not, you could place it outside on the wooden foundation. But if you're still building the space, while you can pick it up, you can just place it in the core. Because of this, we want to have as much space in our base as we can, due to not having a lot of room in this compact base. After we have done all these upgrades, you can add your sheet metal door on. And as you can see, this is the build cost of the base at this stage. The base is nearly done, but you also want to do a few upgrades. So what we want to do next in the base is go outside right here, place 2 triangles on each side, and then you want to place one more here, and then one more here, a square here, and keep this should be twig if you do need an oil refinery, so just remove those if you want an oil refinery. We want to wall all this in like so. Just wall that in. We won't use that. That's just, I think, like another honeycomb layer. Place 3 foundations like that, I mean squares, and then two double door frames for shop fronts. We can actually place those on right now like so. And then you want a sheet metal door on the front of your base like so. And then we just want to wall all this in. Keep in mind you do need half walls here, so you can actually get up in the base. And then you just wall all this in. We can also get our oil refinery. You can place this whenever you want. Place it right there. Seal this in with a window frame. This is going to act like a Dropbox loot room. So we will just place our storage boxes there. I'm not the best at storage box placing, so if you want the best loot rooms, you can go to my gaming experience channel and look at his videos. By this stage, we also want to upgrade our core to sheet metal if you have the materials. So just upgrade all this to sheet metal, and here comes the tricky part. If you didn't upgrade this at the start, you can upgrade it simply by looking at the corner here. And your foundation is really hard to upgrade. I don't think you can anymore, so that's kind of a problem. But if you want to quick, you can destroy your TC and then upgrade this foundation. Make sure you do this while no one is around, and then you can make another tool cupboard. But I would rather you upgrade this at the start before you can just wait with this, but that's all up to you. So by this time you should have your core sheet metal, and the base is basically done now. But if you have a lot of loot, you can add more honeycomb. You can add as much honeycomb as you want on this base. It all comes to if you farm a lot, if you can be bothered to farm. So you can add as much honeycomb you want onto this base. Like that. And this is the finished total cost of this base design. You can upgrade the core to high quality metal, which will cost high qual. But if you just want to keep it like this, it's pretty beefy. I will check the raid cost later. But what we can do now is upgrade all our walls and ceilings to armored. If you are a farmer, if you're a PvPer, you can just keep it sheet metal. So if you're a farmer, you can upgrade the walls and foundation to armored. There you go. So that was the video of this base design. I hope you guys enjoy it and maybe you want to use it. So yeah, peace out, boys.